We're here with Pete Weber, a winner of the 45-49 race today. You're repeat national champ. How was the course out there?
It's fantastic. It's a beautiful day. You know, the sun came out, and we've got a really challenging course. Even though it's mostly dry, it doesn't matter because that course is so gnarly. And God, there's so much climbing. The climbing really defines this course.
It seemed like you and Savory there were kind of glued to each other's wheel, with you kind of sitting on the back for quite a bit, and then maybe I think it was 3 to go, you kind of made a little move to the front, and you guys started duking it out some. Where did you think the winning move was going to come?
Yeah, I knew it was going to come on the climb, the second climb over on Cemetery Hill. And after the first lap, I knew it was going to be a long, hard race. And so I wanted to save some energy for later. So I just sat with Mark, and I think we both were just riding steady. We were going hard, but steady, trying to save it. It was going to be 6 laps. It was going to be long, probably almost 50 minutes. And so just kind of biding our time. And then halfway through the race, I put in an attack on the second climb, and he clawed it back on some of the descents. So then I was patient, and I waited for 2 to go, and I attacked him again on the climb. Got a gap, and just like 10-second gap, and I just held it for that last lap to the finish.
It was a great ride out there by both of you guys, and it was interesting to see you ride the off-camber section heading into the barn there. That section seemed to trip up a handful of people, and it seemed like everybody was taking different lines almost every lap. What was the secret there? Because that looked like you really put the finishing nail in the coffin there.
Well, the off-camber, there's not really one good line. You can go top, middle, or low, and it's about the same. You just got to be smooth through there and don't try to do anything fancy. There's a lot of other sections that are more challenging. The descents are kind of greasy, as there's frost in the ground, it's thawing, so they're getting kind of slippy. But it's really 2 big climbs. The Heckle Hill is the first climb, and then Cemetery Hill. And it's almost like a mountain bike race where you're in your easiest gear, kind of sitting in the saddle and just trying to ride that climb as fast as possible. You can't really go full gas the way you might in a normal cyclocross race. You know, there's not much out of the saddle hammering. It's more slow speed climbing, but you're at your limit, right at the top of the red line, and just kind of suffering.
So you've done this 2 years in a row now in the 45-49. We're here in Asheville in January. Now, do you have thoughts on the January race date for nationals? Are you a December guy, or are you a January guy?
At this point, I think I'm a December guy, along with most people, especially with a family and job and stuff. It's easier to keep the season rolling and to wrap it up before the holidays. I think the experiment of doing it in January the past few years was worthwhile, and when we had Master Worlds in the US, those 2 years, it was great to have nationals in January because you could keep your momentum through to Worlds at the end of January. But with Master Worlds not being around anymore, at least not a goal for me, I'd rather wrap up my season in December.
Great. Pete, congratulations again on a great ride, and enjoy the rest of your time in Asheville.
Thanks a lot.